Let's fall over the table if you don't mind.
Just say when you,
Yeah.
are you good? Okay, so this is part one of the Pension Fund Advisory Panel meeting. For the sake of the public, we'll go once again around the table and introduce ourselves. My name is Councillor Owen Pritchard and I'm the Chair.
Councillor Rothmeister.
When I was at GMB,
Adam Briggs, JLT.
And Hippodory Investment Consultant, JLT.
Gary Road, Pension Fund Accountant.
Councillor Adam Bush, Vice Chairman.
Adam Jerry Barnett William.
Roger Kershaw, AD Resources.
Karen Holland, Director Corporate Services.
Okay, thank you. There's no absences, and are there any interests to be declared? Okay, the first point is the minutes of the last meeting held. These are an accurate representation, and the only thing is that I note is that we shared some initial stats on divestment in that last meeting, and I'll speak to that later, probably in any other business. Moving on to the quarterly fund performance review, this is a for information point. Members are asked to note the content of the report, in particular the market values and performance of the total fund and component portfolios for the quarter ending in September. Over the 3 months to the 30th of September, total fund assets returned 1.9% and outperformed its target by 0.6%. Over 1 year, they returned 7.1%, and over 3 years, 13.1%. The fund's total market value increased by 13 million in the quarter, from 695.6 million to 708.6 million. From the JLT document, I draw attention to the fact that our equity exposure is still way in excess of our strategic allocation, and obviously we got burnt in the last quarter of the last financial year because of that. But this is because the strategic restructuring is not kicked in yet, and the growth in the weighting from 60.8 to 61.5 is a result of fund growth rather than being a deliberate increase in allocation. I think that's all the points to note in the quarterly fund performance review. Unless anyone has anything else. In which case, moving on to any other business, we looked at the divestment of funds in the last meeting, and we had some initial stats. I'm aware that NEMA has worked our fund managers quite hard in digging into this exposure. There's still a couple of things that we're going to do, but the intention is to bring up a more rounded and full view of our divestment, current and projected over the next couple of years at the next meeting, and we'll look to do that then, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Right, great. In which case, the only other thing to discuss is future meeting dates, which will be the Thursday, 28th of March.
Yeah.
And that's to deconflict, Thursday the 28th, and that's to deconflict with a couple of other council meetings. That is the end of part one of the pension meeting. Thank you for popping in and waiting so patiently for that brief 2 minutes.